when we decided to do a deep dive on legacy, I gotta say, I wasn't exactly expecting to end up breaking down an Eminem track.
Right.
But here we are. We're going Depp on Mockingbird, a song that's, well, it's more than just a hit single, right?
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like this song from his album, Encore. It's like this time capsule. It's a sonic time capsule that he made for his daughter, Hailie.
Okay, so for those who maybe don't have every lyric memorized, like some of us might, can you set the scene for us a little?
Yeah, so it's 2004. Eminem is like at the top of the hip-hop world, right? And Mockingbird comes out, and it's this like really personal, like vulnerable track on an album that's got, some harder-hitting, more confrontational songs on it.
And that's where it gets interesting, right? He chooses music to talk to his daughter. It's not a letter. Yeah. It's not a diary entry. It's a song, something that, lasts, something she can go back to again and again.
And think about how powerful music is. I mean, it's not just words, right? It's emotions said to melody, to rhythm. So when she hears this, when Hailie hears this, she's not just hearing his words. She's feeling everything he's putting into it.
Yeah, it's like he's cutting through all the noise, right? Yeah. All the headlines, the gossip, all that. And he's creating this, this direct line to her, to Hailie, that'll hopefully stay with her long after, long after he's gone.
And, speaking of cutting through all that noise, he doesn't shy away from how his fame impacted their family.
No, not at all.
Like, at all.
This isn't some, glamorous, fame is awesome version of things. He puts it all out there, the bad, the scrutiny, people all up in their business all the time, the expectations. Man, it's almost hard to listen to when he talks about the home video of Hailie cursing. She's internalized that the cameras are always on, that the world's always watching. And she's, 8 years old at the time?
It gets to you, man.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that kids, they experience a whole other side of fame.
Oh, for sure.
It's like their childhood isn't really theirs.
And he knows it. He knows the toll it's taking. You can hear it in his voice. Or there's this regret, this guilt that he carries.
Absolutely.
He's wrestling with those choices, the price they paid.
And honestly, that's where I think this song, it becomes something bigger than just their story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about how messy fame is and the sacrifices you make and all the things you don't see coming, especially the people closest to you.
It's heavy stuff, man.
It really is.
But even with all that, that weight, that regret, you can still feel this, this love that kind of just comes through.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so powerful, man.
Yeah.
It's real. It's not just him getting stuff off his chest. It's like a love letter. You know what I mean?
Totally. It's like he's saying, look, I know I can't protect you from everything.
Right.
But I can at least try to give you what you need to deal with it,
Exactly. He even says it, straight up. He says, I know sometimes things may seem bad right now, but hey, they won't always be this way.
Giving her hope.
Yeah, you can get through this. You're going to be okay. Find a way to look at it differently. You got this.
And that's more valuable than anything, right?
100%.
Yeah, more than money, more than any of that stuff. And he does it. He gets it across by putting in those details, those little things, like the rides to the studio, And Hailie being his little sidekick.
Yeah, he paints such a picture, right?
And suddenly it's not just some celebrity talking to his kid. It's every dad.
Exactly. We all have those little things.
Those moments.
The things that just take you back,
And that's what makes it universal, right? It's not just their story anymore.
It's everyone's story.
Oh.
Anyone who's ever felt that pressure or wondered how to deal with family stuff or wanted to protect someone they love from getting hurt.
Yeah. It really makes you think about what we leave behind, right? What actually matters.
I mean, at the end of the day,
it's not money. It's not your name being in lights.
It's how you affect other people. It's the connections, right?
Yeah, the love.
Yeah, the love, the good and the bad.
He really seems to get that,
And what's crazy is he could have bragged the whole time. He could have been like, yo, I'm Eminem.
Right.
But he doesn't. He's like, here's where I messed up. Here's the stuff I regret.
And that's real.
And I think that's what sticks with people.
Yeah, he's saying, look, this is me, warts and all, and loving you, Hailie. That's the realest thing about me.
Yeah, and then on top of that, he puts it in a song.
Right.
Something that's going to last forever,
Music is kind of like that, huh?
It connects with you, man.
Yeah.
Like nothing else.
It's like he's saying, when I'm gone, this will still be here,
Right. Well,
all of this, my love for you, my hopes, even my fears.
And that takes us right back to legacy, yeah. Mockingbird, it's honest, it's raw.
Yeah.
And it shows that what you leave behind, it isn't about money. It isn't about fame.
It's about how you made people feel.
Yes. It's the connections you build.
The love.
The love. Yeah. Giving that to other people, even when things are rough. And what's crazy is he put it all in a song.
Yeah.
Something that's meant to be shared. Yeah. Makes you think, what would our mockingbird be? You know?
That's a good question.
What would we leave behind that said, this is me? This is what mattered.
Man, that's heavy. And it's bigger than a song, right? It's those everyday things.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
The little things we do.
A conversation, telling someone a joke, just letting someone see who you really are, you know?
Being real with them.
Yeah, and those moments, they add up, right?
It all matters, huh?
All of it. Like he says, let me see. I remember back one year when Daddy had no money. Wasn't even able to buy y'all a damn balloon.
Life's not always perfect, you know?
Right.
But even when it's tough, you can still find ways to connect. You can still show love. And honestly, I think that's a pretty good note to end on. Legacy isn't about having it all figured out.
It's about showing up.
Yes. Showing up, being there, letting the people you care about know that they're important to you, that you see them.
You know, Mockingbird, it reminds us that even with all the craziness in the world, all the pressure, the love we give each other, those connections, those are the things that last.
That's what people remember, man.
And that's a legacy worth leaving behind. You know, it doesn't matter how you do it.
As long as it comes from the heart, right?
Yeah, man, from the heart.